Okay, right. Let's just, Oh, I was on mute. That was a bit silly, but it's fine, because I don't think anybody's watching just yet. Let's do a bit of that. Okay. I don't know why OBS does this. It's, super frustrating, actually, but, you know, whatever. We will push through. Right, let me just scale that up. Move that like that. And let's get that underneath the sub count. There you go. Okay, alright. So, we are going to be in... Oh, there it is. Blender. Right, so... I have got a little bit of a plan for this one, so I actually do know what I'm doing. Okay, right, so... I need to create like a scene, like an aerial view of kind of like it's helicopter. It's going over this big sci-fi futuristic city, and a car is going to blow up because there are these raids happening. So that's what I'm kind of going to go for today. I've got some assets. My mouse is inverted. That's going to be super annoying. Let me fix that. Invert zoom direction wheel. Yes. Right, save preferences. Which means that now. Yay! Okay, alright, that's much better. I can work with that. Yes, so I need to construct a city. I need to get a road. Let's get out. So I'm thinking like we have like the road here, and then actually no, I don't like that. So maybe okay, let's get in a camera first. And see what we can do with the camera. So, should we go fisheye? No, that wouldn't make sense if we went fisheye, because helicopters use zoom lenses because they are super far away, and that's how they're able to see stuff. So we need to go super high up, and let's just move that back that way a little bit. Get it something like that, and then we can go in here and just really go right in to something like that. Yes. And let's just move that back so we're kind of at the origin point a little bit more. Now it kind of almost looks orthographic. Anyway, but now we can see what we're doing. We can start annotating. So let's go. Wait, can you not annotate from the camera view? Yeah, you can. Alright, cool. So I reckon we go like something like that. That's our road. And then we're gonna have like some the tops of buildings, kind of like that. That's kind of like the perspective I'm going for. Did I just adjust the focal length? I did. And then like maybe like the car can be there. That's what the car looks like. It kind of looks like a three-wheeler. Ah, yeah, let's make it a three-wheeler. Okay, alright, cool. And then, yeah, so then, like, it's all of that going on, and, like, you know, have some air conditioning units. We don't really need to sketch that out, but I'm kind of on a bit of a whim, so let's do it like that, and then, the car will go, like, bang, and, of course, terrible cough. And then yeah, and then that's the shot. Okay, cool. I like that. So let's get in our road. So I've got a ton of assets in my asset browser. Most of them are photo scans, which I think is probably the best way to yeah, probably. Okay, let's do that. That looks a little bit too big. Actually, no. You know what? Let's create our own road. Let's do things our own way. Add in a plane. How far away is that camera? Yeah, pretty far away. Do a bit of that. Okay, and let's just grab that and scale that out like that. Okay, cool. And then we need some asphalt texture, and we need some road markings. So I might need to grab like a PNG of road markings or something. Do we need road markings? How much of a difference would that make? Like, really? Oh well, we'll do that when it comes to it. Right, let's just start blocking out the scene first. So we got... geez, we got a lot of perspective on that cube. I kind of just wanted only the rooftops. Okay, whatever. We could have kind of like a junction there, maybe. Like a little thing, a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. Right, let's grab that and just make that a bit taller. This road is looking a bit too out of proportion, so let's just do a bit of that. Grab that. Okay, cool. And you know what, let's just do that too. Maybe grab the camera and just... Oh, gee whiz. Oh dear. Okay, that's a horrible mistake. And we can... Oh, man. Okay. No, it's fine. We'll put an air conditioner there. What I'm looking at is this little gap here, where there's nothing there. It is so tiny, but yet it will be so annoying in the final thing. But I'll just put an air conditioning unit, and it should cover it up pretty nicely. Okay, let's grab the road. Let's add some more edge loops. That'll be fine, I reckon. Oh, my window's open. Let me close that over a little bit. Okay, there we go. Because it's getting quite loud outside. Okay, cool. There you go. And then let's grab that, duplicate that, and just slip that one over there, like that. We'll add a bit more detail to this as we go along, obviously, but this is just primarily blocking it out. Right. Then we'll do a bit of that, and this one will be a bit of a shorty, I reckon. But nonetheless more important. So, do a bit of that. Ooh, that'd be kind of cute if it kind of like varied in height a little bit. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. So that's our shot there. And, okay, let's start doing some more to this road. It'd be nice to have some, like, traffic signals. The thing is, this shot should work pretty well, because it is pretty far away, and even though we're zooming in, we should be able to get away with, quite a few little, cheats. So, let me just do some more of these. Now, this is where we can really decide the scale of things, because based upon this, the like width of these sidewalks, it will kind of determine the viewer will be able to get a reference of kind of how big the person should be based upon these sidewalks. You know, I'm thinking this is a pretty big road and these are some pretty big buildings, so that's how big our sidewalk is going to be. So now we've got to match that there. Cool. Let's select all of these. We don't need to do it for this side, but just make me a bit more happy if we do. Oh, there's some of my annotation over there that I forgot to get rid of. Let's zoom right in so we can really just bring those up just a little bit. Cool. Right, now let's select all the edges here, and oh, something's done a bit funny here, I think. Maybe it's just me. I think that was just me. Oh, and I need to select all of these as well. Yeah, this is probably a better angle to do it from. Okay, cool. So we are going to grab these and bevel these because sidewalks aren't just 90-degree angles. They are slightly beveled. They've got a slight little thing to them, like that. And this is what causes most people to trip up. Let's add some more geometry there. Alright, we need a really, really little one, because this is quite far away. Yeah, okay, that works. Now, roads, actually, they're like a bit of a hill. So if you look at a road, you'll find that it is not like that. It is actually more like that, a bit more of a hill. So you've got your sidewalks, like that, and then the road is a bit more like that, and you're thinking, why is this important? Well, so the rain can go down either sides, and into the drains. Now, that's a really, really small detail, but if you're modeling a road in CG, you should really try, if you're modeling anything, you should really try to make it as accurate to real life as possible. But the thing is with this, is we won't put in as much little details like that as usual, because this is quite far away, which means that the audience won't be able to see that many small details. Nonetheless, we're still going to put in detail, but like that kind of thing, I don't think it will really be picked up. So we're going to make the call to leave it, which is fine. Okay, right, now let's think. Should we get in our car? Yeah, I reckon let's get in our car, because it is the subject of the scene, and so it is the primary focus point. Here's my burnt car. It's huge. It is taking over the city. Ah! Okay, right. Be quiet. Let's just scale that down. Make sure that it's not floating, because, you know, I said that we're in the future, but we're not that far in the future. So, let's get that right down. Kind of match the scale of everything else. So, it should be roughly that big, I reckon. Okay, now let's put that... Where would that be? That can be there. At a slight angle. Something like that, I reckon. That's not too bad. Okay, there you go, there's our car. Should it be more on the rule of thirds? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine, and then we can stick some little people around it. But we won't do that in a minute. Cool, so that's the blocking pretty much done. And now we need to put some signs in. We need to put some like lampposts and some little road signs. So let's go and do that really quickly. Right, oh, now would probably be a good time to start organizing everything into collections. So buildings and road. Put that one into... What? No, not into there. Put that one into its own collection, which would be car. Okay, cool. So now over here, we've got all of our collections, and collections, you know, they help you stay organized and things. So, you know, if I want to hide a specific set, so say if I want to hide all the buildings, I can click that and they're all gone, and I don't need to go individually and select all of them. In this case, all the buildings are kind of one object, so I could just hit them and hit H to hide them. But if I decide to add more, then I can just do that. And it's the same with the road and the car, obviously. You get the point. And there is the... Okay, I was going to say there's the master collection, which hides everything, but I haven't created one. Because you don't need to. You just hit A to select everything and then H to hide everything. And go over here, hit A again to select everything, and Option if you're on a Mac, I am, or Alt if you're on Windows, and then H to unhide everything. There you go, if you want to follow along or something. Okay, cool. But we need to hide everything, because we are going to model a little street lamp. And I love modeling street lamps. I'm not sure why, there's just something about them. So let's have a look. How can we do this? I reckon start with a cube, And then let's go and, you know, it'd probably be a good idea if we add a scale. So let's find our very hot male here. Where is he? Where is the attractive man? Here you are, hot male. Now, this hot male is, to human scale, he's actually got, I went through this in my last live stream, but he has actually got the proper proportions of a human male. So if we hit N to see the object properties, and then over here we can see item, the dimensions. So on the y-axis, so on the z-axis, yep, that explains it. So on the z-axis, z-axis, he is 1.75 meters, which is roughly 5'9". And apparently that is the average height of a person. You know, whatever, ask Google if you've got something wrong with it. So there you go, there he is, right there. And now that we've got him there, we can edit things to scale. We can model things to scale. And that's super handy because it just makes everything a bit more realistic, because it's like properly proportioned, and our little lizard brains are very good at knowing when something is not correctly proportioned. So I'm going to create the base of it, and I'm kind of modeling through him at the minute just because I can get really close and know exactly what I'm doing. Right, I reckon we should, I probably shouldn't be putting this much detail into it because it's going to be just a little side thing, but you know, whatever, doesn't really, you know, if we're having fun, then that's all that matters. So I'm going to add some little bits there, and then this will be the main pole. How tall is the street lamp? You should probably find a reference for that as well. I'm not going to, so I'm going to say that that is roughly how high a street lamp is. If he's 5'9", 6 foot would roughly be here. Roughly? Yeah, I would say 6 foot will be there. Yeah, so, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, cool. Right, and then let's just extrude one more, because then we can select that, and we are going to go ahead and just extrude that out. Like that. Right, I want it kind of to go at a slight slope, but I also want it to be a bit wider. So yeah, and then what, just extrude that out a bit more, and then just make sure that that's roughly the same angle. Yeah, okay, yeah, I dig that. That looks cool. Let's add a edge loop here. So then what we can do is we can just, actually no, let's just select both of these. No, both of these would help if I was holding down shift. Bevel, no, that's not the, if you bevel it, it gives it a bit more geometry. No, ooh, that's not what I wanted to do, but I am really liking that, so we're gonna stick with it, and let's bevel that as well. What would that look like? Ooh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's just bevel everything. Lots of things that I've mentioned in here, I have mentioned previously in my last live stream. But everything in real life has got a slight bevel to it. No matter what it is, it will not be perfectly like 90 degrees, or it will not be perfectly like this is. The reason why it is in CG is because CG is computer generated, which means that the computer is using math to generate everything, and math is pretty much perfect all the time, apparently. Now, obviously, we are going for realism here, so we will bevel everything, and it sorry, it just catches the light in a very specific way, which makes it look a bit more realistic. Most of the time, if you want it to look very sharp-edged, that's fine, but if you give it a bit of a bevel, like literally just the tiniest one, not like I'm doing, because I don't want this to be extremely sharp-edged, it will make it look realistic. Now, down here, I'm going to select these, and I'm going to, I don't want this to be cubed. I want this to be a bit like hexagonal almost, so I'm going to do that, and hopefully this won't mess up too much, but I'm going to just, yeah, do something like that, I reckon. Yeah, okay, that looks cool. And then over here, I don't want these to be very sharp, so I'm going to select these, and I'm whoa, hello sir, I'm gonna have to hide you, I think. You know, let's give you your own collection. Oh, what did I do there? Okay, let's just ignore what I did. Give you your own collection, so then I can just hide you. Cool. And we'll give all the lampposts their own collection too. Whoa, when we've finished doing what we need to. Okay, let's add a bit of a bevel. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks fine. The geometry is a bit messed up down here, just a little bit, but it should be fine. You're not going to be able to see it that close up, which is why I'm kind of going quick and dirty. Just do that. Yep, that looks cool. And do the same for these, but I'm gonna do a bit of experimenting. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. We probably won't bevel those down there, like as in these edges, because you know, we don't need to. There you go. That's a nice little lamppost, if I say so myself. Oh, one thing I have noticed about lampposts is that sometimes they have a little antenna on, like, this bit here. I'm not sure why. But let's do the same for ours. So do a bit of that. And here's me saying, you know, don't worry, because there won't be much detail to see. Like, I can't even see that antenna from this distance, but it's fine. It's satisfying to me knowing that it's there. So now let's give that a new collection. Lamppost. Cool. And now what we can do is, you know what? Let's save those blob registry files. What does that mean? So let's create a new folder. What should we call this? Car Street Explosion. Cool. And car going kablam. Cool, nice. Right. And then what was I doing? Yes, I was gonna look for a texture. So, now that is saved, let's go and texture this really quickly. So, I'm going to slide open my shader editor over here, which allows me to give things a material. And hit new, call this lamppost. Actually, no, let's just call it concrete. There you go, cool. Right, now just go into rendered view. Base color, you set that to like a grey. Do you reckon we could get away with just doing that? I mean, probably, if we've been a bit naughty. Okay, right, let's select this face here, and then go down here, because we want this lamppost to light up, or do we? When do we want this set? No, we don't. We want it set in the daytime. So we don't need to do that, I don't think. Cool. That should work pretty fine. Cool. If we were doing this in, like, having this set at nighttime, we would change that face there to have its own material, and make it emissive, so it would light up. Cool. Let's unhide everything else. Cool. And you'll find that everything just kind of looks grey, and you can't see any shadows. That's because we don't have a light in here. So really quickly, let's just add in a sun lamp. There we go. It's giving us some nice top-down lighting. Now you can see what we're doing. Move that to Lighting. There you go. Hide that. Oh no, don't want to hide. No. How do you? There we go. Cool. Now we need to scale this down to match the rest of the city. So let's just go down here. Cool. Like that. That car is still floating. So we're just gonna slip you like that. Cool. And then let's move this over here. And let's see. Let's think about reasonable places to put street lamps. So it needs to be a bit smaller, I feel. So there you go. Stick that there, and stick that there. See, 90 degrees. Oh, minus 90, so that it's facing towards the road, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, so, because I want there to be like a sign here. So would there be a street lamp there? No, I don't think there would, because the signs would be illuminated. So, it would make logical sense that there wouldn't be a street lamp next to it. Right, and then let's hit Alt-D, and just do that. Cool, and then Alt-D. Now we could use an array modifier, so that we didn't have to just keep doing that, but that would be no fun. So, Alt-D and Object Mirror Y Global, there you go. Now they're all mirrored. Just make sure they're roughly in the same place. Yeah, that looks okay. Now, I don't know if that's the same width as this road here. I don't think it is. I think it's slightly smaller, and it is. So, because otherwise I'd just like copy and paste these and put them over there. But because it's not, I'm just going to do that, and then RC 90. There you go. So now they are facing that way. Pop them there like that. Slide them down a little bit because I also want there to be perhaps like let's see the composition. Maybe like a road sign here. So yeah, we could go there. Right, but let's just kind of try and align everything like that, perhaps. Yep, cool. Can we see that? No, I didn't think we would. Let's delete that one because we don't need it. And then we can, oh, no, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Select that, and then select that one and that one. Alt-D. Once again, mirror that along X global. And then let's just pop that there. Haha! See, and already we are doing something to this. Okay, cool. And we'll probably need to add in some more cars. Obviously not driving, because that car's going to blow up. Or do we? We could have just a crowd of people. I don't know, what would be better? But, you know, we'll think about that a bit later on. We won't worry too much about our problems right now. So, there you go. And then we can delete these, because these are out of frame. Cool, and that will just save on memory a little bit. Awesome! Cool, nice. So, I know everything looks super flat right now, but we'll worry about lighting a bit later on. I really want to texture this road. So, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. Road. And then, let's, drag open our shader editor once more. I don't know why that looks like that. Ghost mode. Okay, right. And then we're going to hit Control T. So, what did I just do? I was meant to hit Control T over here, and that will give us a new image texture. So if we go to Assets, and then if we go and find Asphalt Road, haha, and it looks really squiff, and that's intentional, obviously. But we don't want it to look like that at the minute. So let's select that. Oh, no, I don't know why I hid my overlays. That's a bit silly of me. Right, tab into edit mode, Command 3 to select my faces. Hit A. Am I in X-ray mode? I think I am. Option Z disables X-ray mode. We don't want to be looking through things. I just want to be looking at things. Then we're going to hit U to unwrap. And let's just go, let's do project from view, I reckon. So then once in our UV editor, what we can do is grab all of that and make that tiny. Now that kind of does a number on the scaling, but we can hide that with some gravel and stuff, and hopefully it shouldn't be too noticeable. Okay, cool. That looks fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe just lighten it a little bit. So if we go into our shader editor, tap out of edit mode now, and what we can do is, let's make it wet. Hang on, okay, we'll do that in a minute. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, let's go into mix color and plug that in there, and we're gonna set that to color, set that to multiply, and because we just want to multiply in a little bit of white, because I just want to make this road a little bit lighter, and that kind of does nothing, but it satisfies my needs, which is all we really need. Right, let's give this a little bit of bump. Once again, not that this will be too noticeable from the angle of the camera, but well, I mean, it might give us some interesting specular highlights, but whatever. We'll put that into height, set the distance to 0.2, and lower that strength all the way down. Put that into our normal. So this is the latest version of Blender, and it's got this new, some new nodes to the shader editor, one of which is this new principled BSDF. I once again realized that most of you watching probably aren't Blender users, because that's not what you do, but that's fine. Let me explain. This is to be a lot bigger, and all of these is to have a lot more detail and like options for them, but they've kind of compacted it, and it's, you know, like how everybody is oversimplifying logos these days. That's kind of what they've done for some of these nodes. It doesn't really make any difference to how it's used, but it's just a bit different to the yeah. So look, what we can do is we can dial in how bumpy we want it, and I want it pretty bumpy actually. Right, and then what we can do, let's also plug that into the roughness. That is either going to make it shiny or not shiny, and you know what? Kind of liking that, but we can dial it in even further with a color ramp, which will do some stuff to the contrast. So if we up that, it should get more shiny. Yeah, you know what, let's up the specular as well, all the way, and then let's just crunch that. Oh, and let's view what this is actually doing. So here, the black bits signify the glossiness, which is kind of the wet bits. Okay, we probably need to switch that. So that is just going to be Reflection Town, Reflection City. So if we do a bit of that, it doesn't really look like it's doing anything. But okay, so we don't want it that. We don't want it that glossy. So let's just dial that down a little bit. Dial that in. Yeah, that should be alright. Maybe just lower that a little bit. Yeah, that should be fine. And you know what, actually, I might, because at the minute we can see there's tiling, which we don't want. There's lots of repeating patterns. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to use this for the roughness map instead. So then what we can do is we can grab that and just either make it bigger or smaller. So I'm probably just going to make this huge, like that. So now what we can do is we've just got large patches of wet, which is the black, and large patches, well, it is a bit more patchy, which is what we want. So I'm thinking maybe a bit wet, but not too wet. So whoa, okay, yeah, well, yeah, we'll try that. So what does that look like? Go in here, and now Eevee doesn't do reflections very well, so we're gonna just change over to cycles, which renders things a lot more realistically if I let it compute it from my GPU, which is a lot faster than my CPU, obviously. And just do some adjustments to these numbers here. Yeah, there we go. So that should be doing something. I don't think this sun lamp is really doing it, so let's use a different light instead. Let's use this one, because I just want to see... Yeah! Okay, that's looking cool. I mean, what are we thinking? That is some wet road. Like, oh, little fun tip for you. Not tip, little, like, secret. Here's a little secret. Keep watching for the secret. In Hollywood, when they film, scenes on roads and car chases and things, they actually go out and they just pour a bunch of water on the road. And it makes it super wet, obviously, but it also makes it super shiny. And it makes the road super glossy, and there's loads of reflections. And they do that because the road looks nicer because of how kind of glossy it is. Okay, we'll keep that there just so we can get some reference of how glossy the road is. Yeah, we'll do that. Up the power a little bit. Oh yeah, that is some wet road. Okay. I don't know how this explosion is gonna happen with all the wet road, but you know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But we do need to texture these sidewalks because they are not meant to be the same color as the road, so that's fine. Let's go into our material preview. Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to tab into edit mode. We are going to select all of this, so Shift G and then coplanar, there you go. And we should probably select... Oh, I probably should have beveled. I shouldn't have beveled those before I did that. Oh no, why did it? Oh, that was stupid. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's... Oh, no, I can't be bothered to figure out how to use that, so let's just do that, and then Shift G, coplanar, and then, yeah, do the same for that, and there you go, that's the sides of the sidewalk all selected as well. So we're going to go over here and add, sidewalk concrete over here, if I can learn how to use a keyboard sign, there you go, and that makes a different material. Cool. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, once again, go into my shader editor so I can edit the material. So over here, and to hide that, I do not really know what the point of that is, it's a bit annoying. Oh my word, I can't use a keyboard today, that's really useful for when I need to use a keyboard. So let's go into here, assets, let's find a, now, yeah, I would change this so I could see the preview of what all of these are, but Blender's got this bug at the minute where it just keeps crashing whenever you do that, which isn't really great. So I might just hop over into Finder. That's OBS. Can I close OBS? And oh, no. Okay. Oh, I can go up here though, and I can hide it. Haha. Right. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over into my folder, and you're going to see all my files, images copy 2. That should work because we can tile that and we can just say, hey, it's okay because it's a pavement and that's what pavements look like, they look tiled. Yeah, so we'll use images copy 2, I think. Cool. So let's go over here. Where is it? Images bar. Hello? It should be here. Where is it? I. Oh, I just needed to scroll down. Images, copy 2. Open image. Haha. And it looks terrible. So we're going to go U, unwrap, and then U. And we can probably project from view once more. So then what we're going to do, go into our UV editor. Here we go. And we can view kind of how that's been mapped out. Let's just turn off our overlays so that we can see what we're doing a bit better. Kind of scale all of these up. That's a really low res image. That's what I'm finding. So let's just keep going till we get to something like that. Now that kind of does look a bit tiled. So we're going to select everything here and just maybe scale that down just a little bit. Yeah, that looks reasonably better. Like, that can work. The pavement isn't going to be a huge thing, I don't think, that you're going to be looking at. Hopefully, I'll force you not to look at it. I will forcefully turn your head away from it. Cool. So now that we've got that, we can go ahead and just... I don't want everything to be shiny, so I'm going to just up that. Otherwise, it will start looking like in inverted commas, HD Roblox game, where everything is super shiny, because they're trying to emulate that RTX look of ray tracing. Obviously it doesn't work, because they're idiots. And obviously everything in the real world isn't just wet. We go to 2, otherwise it kind of looks like it's got some kind of skin disease. Turn down the strength. Yeah, I mean, that's working. It does look a bit weird without any road markings, but yeah, I reckon we can just kind of ignore that and push through. Cool, right. So what next? Should we give these buildings a bit of a texture? Yeah, okay, cool. So, let's think. What's the best way to do this? Probably find an image texture and just completely rip that from Google and pop that on there. So, okay, let's go to Safari. Let's...
Yes, but it's about 12:30 now. If you just said I'll be doing it for about an hour. When are you finishing?
Probably about 1.
Okay, well, you need to take your backpack with your things.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let's do it till 1 then.
Alright. Okay, where were we? So let's hide that. Oh yeah, so let's find an image texture really quickly. Okay, so let's think. Let's just type in building facade. Now, right, city building facade. Right. Okay, yeah, this is giving us some nice results. Cool. Ooh. Oh yes, that is really nice. And it's a super high resolution. The thing is, if you're doing stuff like this, where you're using image textures, the only thing you kind of got to be aware of is the resolution, as I kind of found out with the with the one of the concrete pavement. It is super low res, and it won't really do what you want it to do. So if you look in the bottom right corner of any image, it will give you the resolution, and that will either mean it's good or bad. Oh my word, this is so good. Yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, that's not a super high image texture though. Is that the one we just downloaded? Yeah. Okay. Right, I want something with a bit of stuff to it. That's a bit too New York. Oh, it does say New York. That's probably why it's a bit too New York. I mean, the thing is, we are putting it on the floor, which means we should ideally have like doors and shop windows and things going on. But I mean, does it really matter? That's quite nice, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I mean, we could definitely use that. Right, and I know all of these are probably, oh yeah, that's definitely really nice, subject to copyright, but, we're gonna edit them, so, we're gonna edit them beyond noticeability, totally, so, it will be fine. Right, let's let's see, what else? Is there anything more that you can offer me? I think we have, ooh, yes. I like that. I love these, like, grungy ones. There's just so much, like, stuff going on here. Okay. We probably don't have enough because we've got, like, more than, what, 3 buildings, is that? We've got 4 images, but we probably need more. That's nice. It's got loads of geometry to it, though. Can we bother to model that? Because we will need to extrude it and that. And are you going to give me a higher resolution image? Yeah, it says it's high resolution, but you're not, like, showing me it's high resolution. Oh, what is that? That's nice. It's got this ugly watermark in the middle, though. So, maybe not. Maybe not. Right. Anything else? Uh-oh, it looks like it's starting to run out. What is this? Oh, yes. That is awesome. Cool. If you can get something with a lot of texture as well, that's great, because then you can, like, kind of sample that, texture of, like, the wall, and use it for other things, which I realize doesn't really make any sense. But Unsplash is great. Yeah, okay, right. What else have they got? That would be cool if it went for the trees. That would be cool if it went for the watermark. That's another thing you gotta look out for, obviously. Watermarks are disgusting. I realize it's a copyright thing, but if you're trying to go this route, you can sometimes get away with it. But it just means that sometimes it kind of has a higher chance of not working. So just try to avoid watermarks altogether, really, if you're doing this process. Oh, that would be nice if it wasn't that low resolution. Jeez. Right. So many people are trying to, like, the resolution is gradually getting better and better on this one. But I don't think it's gonna get any better. That is not part of the building. That's a watermark. Who is it? Yes, it is. Okay, right. Any more? Any more? Ooh, yes. It's kind of got some shadows baked in, though. Which is also another problem. Obviously, if you've got shadows on the image, it kind of gives it away that it's just an image. Nah. Right, yeah, I reckon we got enough. We can just reuse that over and over again. So let's stick these into our assets. Boom. Oh, that's a... Oh my goodness. Are you joking me? Are these all web.webbed? These should work, right? Right? Or will I have to... Oh my goodness. They should work. They're images. Okay, right. Oh dear. I'm a bit worried now that they aren't gonna work, but it's only one way to find out, I suppose. Ooh, I probably should have separated these out into their own collections. Nah, I'll be fine. Right. Okay, let's just, tell you what, let's hide this light really quickly. You're gonna let me grab my light? Sir, hello? There you go. Okay, move that to lighting. Awesome. Should we give this a HDR right now? No, because that will slow things down. So, let's get to texturing these buildings. Buildings. Yay. Did I spell that right? I don't think I did. You can check. It's fine. I don't really care. So, let's go over here, and hit Control T. That makes everything, into a grape. Go down here. Ooh. Somebody's fire alarm is going off. Okay, I think these are the ones, because they are .web page. Hey, okay, that's great, they work. I was super worried about that for no reason. Okay, cool, let's go into material preview. So we haven't got the fancy lights going on. Tab A, U, unwrap, and let's just go into cube projection. Right, okay, so let's select these faces, and this is that building. Okay, you know what, let's just select that face to begin with. Okay, we're just going to scale this up and roughly make it match like that. Okay, those buildings look, those windows look huge. So, that is not in proportion, because look how big that window is compared to that street lamp. Dear me. Okay, which just means that we need to make it go a lot bigger. Does that kind of match? I mean, yeah, make it just a little bit bigger so we get some of the kind of things. I'm looking for these things on either side. Some of it, there's a bit of a seam going on, but it will be fine. So, GY, and then let's just... Yeah, okay, that works. That totally works. Okay. Do we need to do the other side? Yeah, okay, we kind of do. Cool, let's grab that and just do the same thing again. Probably come over here so I can see if these are matching, which they are now. Then yeah, just move that up. And yeah, that totally works. Okay, and then just grab that and we can kind of just stick that like there. Cool, that is how you make a building in CGI. This is actually a process that they genuinely use in big budget films, and it really is cheating, but in a good way. That is what CG is kind of all about. It is all about cheating. Now, I obviously don't want that building to be the exact same as that one, so I'm going to give that its own material. So, own material, because I'm feeling a bit silly today. Hit assign, and that makes it white. So now if we go into here, we can give that its own material. So we can change the image. So let's open up the other image, and let's find our web page files. Alright, that wasn't the one that I used before. No! Oh, okay, we're getting a bit grim and grimy with this one. So, cool, that's fine. So let's do the same thing. So unwrap and cube project. Ho ho! See, these image textures are great. You gotta love them. Right, let's just select that. Ah, this looks like a bit of a high-rise one, but we can turn it into a council estate flat. So let's do that, match the windows to scale roughly, and already that's kind of working. There's... Hello? Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. There isn't actually that much of a seam, which is great. The only thing that is bothering me is the fact that these balconies are on the ground floor. They shouldn't be too noticeable, but yeah, that will be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, right. Let's grab that. Let's stop worrying about things that we can't control. Well, we kind of can control it, but we don't want to. So now let's just shuffle that over to there, and then just kind of move that down. Now those don't really match up at the top, but I don't think people are going to be too worried about that. And then let's just do the same thing with the roof as we did with the other one. So let's just sample. Ooh, these have got really nice texture there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. That's looking really cool. We should probably like extrude these balconies. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We kind of already have come to it, but it's fine. And I reckon these can be the same material. So there we go. And I didn't spell any of those words correctly. So if we go down to shader editor, Control T. There you go. And then open. Find another one. Have we used that one? I can't tell if we've used that one. I don't think we have. I love how there's just like, these are all clean, and then there's that one grimy one. That's really nice. So let's go here. There's nobody in the chat. That's really nice. I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself, but it's fine. Hopefully somebody will rewatch this live stream and be like, hey, that was a pretty good live stream. Okay, right. So let's tab into here. These are both selected. U, unwrap, and Q project. Q projection is so great. Now we don't need to do it for the front. We only really need to do it for these sides. Ooh, and we got this one over here as well. Cool, nice. So let's scale that right up. Something like that. And then just kind of shuffle that over there. Yeah, that kind of works. And just kind of adjust the height a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. Then do the same for this one over here. So scale that up so that the windows approximately match. Yeah, kind of. Do that. Move that down. Scale that down a little bit so that we can get it just a bit bigger. Cool. And then just do the same there. Cool. Grab this and let's just sample this bit here. That looks kind of fun. There we go. Okay, and then let's do the same on this one. Now, obviously, they're not going to have windows on the roof. No, I feel like this one should have a different material. Just because, like, these kind of have their own shapes, and it would be weird if this one had, like, yeah, whatever, you get what I'm saying. So, let's go call this one weird. Obviously, professionals don't name their materials like this. Well, not that I know of, but, it's fine. I'm not a professional, so I can do what I like. Control T, open. Let's find another one that we haven't used before. I'm gonna lose track. I reckon that one. Oh, yes. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. And then where they have the little air conditioners, I've actually got a 3D model of an air conditioner. Huge flex, I know. But we can just kind of add our own. So scale that up and just kind of slide that over there. Kind of roughly make that match. Like that. Oh, yeah, this is looking great. Looking really cool. Okay, right. We don't need to do that one. The roof. Right, let's... Oh, we can make that whatever we want. Let's make it white. Cool. Great. Okay, right. Let's just view what this looks like at the minute. Rendered. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we'll be needing to extrude these. Well, we can do if we really want to. I don't think we will. So, let's delete that, and then let's just add in a sun lamp, and I'm gonna make that kind of... No, I'm just gonna give it a environment texture. A HDRI. So let's go over here, go to textures, and go to HDRIs. I'm going to add that as a bookmark. And then, let's see, Canary Wharf. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of fine. It's like a bit of an overcast sky. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for, I suppose. Yeah, I think that will do nicely. Yeah, I mean, yes, I think that'll be fine. What if we lower the strength? Just a little bit. You know what, should we try and put this in high dynamic range? Just see how it looks. Cool, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay. Nah, alright. Yeah, whatever. So, we will just set that back to Filmic and go medium. Hello? Look, medium high contrast. There we go. Right. And then what we need to do is we need to model the roofs a bit better, because they look a bit stupid at the minute. Let's just go over to our material preview over here. Right, let's grab that one, just insert that, scale that down, do the same for this one, insert that one, and then extrude that down, because this is how all roofs look, right? Oh, you know, we could get really cool and just do the same for that one, but do it like that. And yeah, it just gives it a bit of variety, I suppose. That is a super deep roof. Right, and then let's just start throwing on some AC units and just pretending that that's how it works. So let's go over here, aircon. There you go. This is what I mean. You know, you're just throwing some AC units, and everything looks 10 times better. I mean, yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's fine. Cool, and there you go. I think that's our scene done. Jokes. Obviously, I can't leave it like that. Well, I could. It would just be very surreal, and not the look I'm going for. So let's go and just scale all of these down. I've made this 10 times more difficult for myself. Over here, by individual origins, and just there we go. How small do these need to be? That'd be fine. They're still pretty close to the camera in relation to the actual buildings. So let's do these one at a time. So do that. RY minus 90. There you go. And now we can just slip that down there and just kind of pull that up. Let's go into solid view. There we go. Hey. And then move this one over here. RC minus 90. There you go. Cool. Pop that one there. Awesome. We could probably do a couple more. Yeah, okay, cool. A couple more, and then I just add one more. Okay, cool. Right, let's just put that in there. Alt D, GY, RZ, 90, minus 90, because we want all of the fans facing the camera. Cool. You know, you gotta have like air conditioning units, otherwise people gonna go get really hot. Alt D, GY, Alt D, GY. Yeah, and then this one is gonna be air conditioning unit city. So let's just stick that over there. RY minus 90. Okay, alright. There you go, and then we could just like, you know how they just have like clusters sometimes, don't they? I think. Cool, that one sure does. Okay, alright. Let's just, these are huge air conditioning units on this tiny little building. But, yeah, whatever. So we're gonna just do that. Yeah. Oh, you can't actually see that. Cool. You still can't see that. Why am I even bothering? Right. There we go. Cool. Alright. Once again, going to rendered view. That's looking alright. It's still missing something. I know what it's missing. It's missing haze. Haze is, yeah, you can't live without haze. So, my mouse is getting a bit jumpy, but it'll be fine. So if we, going to haze, and we are going to just, you shouldn't be jumping. Okay, right. Yeah, let me just plug in my computer because I'm going to be going somewhere after this, and I want to tap my computer. Right. Okay, cool. We need to go add a volume scatter. Here we go. So plug the volume into volume, and yeah, nothing will happen. That's actually what I want to happen. Ha! There you go. We hit that. Then we just up the anistrop and it's dropped. There you go, and then we can change this to whatever colour we want. Kind of have a bit of red going on, just to kind of contrast the blue, because it's looking very blue at the minute. Yeah, and it just kind of softens everything. It just makes everything look a lot nicer. And a lot more real, I think. There we go. Yeah, so I reckon that's looking fine. The roofs of these buildings are looking a little funny, but yeah, I reckon we can just leave that. So, right, now I want to add some people. Actually, no, let's add some camera movement. So let's select the camera, hit I to insert a keyframe, and I reckon this shot is going to be a good 70 frames. So, and then bang, around about there. I reckon. Oh, uh-oh. I think Blender might have just crashed. Hello? Anybody there? Oh no. I wasn't doing anything. This isn't really a huge scene. Dear me, okay. Right, let me just really quickly close Blender and hope, try and remember the last time I saved it. It's fine, because we'll have an autosave kind of deal going on, right? We hit that, go to recover, autosave. Yeah, there you go, cool. Right, okay, so the only thing that I didn't save was our frame change, but that's fine. Let's actually just change that to 60, because whoops, I just kind of want the, so it's going, blam, there, cool. Right, so we got our camera, we've hit I, let's go all the way to the end, and just scoot the camera over here a little bit. Not too far, because this is like, and then just hit, interpolation mode linear, which makes it a linear speed, like that, and it looks like it's going super slow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have the focal point increase around about there. So if I go to where is it? Here, focal length. I just press that and it adds a keyframe, and then probably around about there, and then just like really zoom in on the car, and then just maybe just like zoom out, almost like they're kind of like trying to get the right focal length and they can't quite get it. Okay, right. Maybe just move that a bit more over there, so it's a bit more of a steady zoom. And then, yeah, just something like that, and then maybe just really zoom in. Yeah, okay, cool, I like that. It kind of looks like a bit of a bounce. Okay, maybe I don't like that, so maybe just move that right over there, and then just maybe like pull that out just the tiniest bit. Yeah, okay, cool, that looks alright. And then we're gonna add some camera shake, because they're in a helicopter. Graph editor, object transform, we can hide all of these, cool, and then, right, I've got more than one camera, didn't think I had more than one camera, okay, right, whatever, so let's shuffle that over here, add a noise modifier, and everything's gonna go super jittery. Alright, but what we can do is we can just move the scale out, turn the strength down, right down. You just really, yeah, like 0.03. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. Come over into this one. Up that, and then turn that 0.02. Yeah, okay. Maybe just 0.06? Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Are we... No, okay. Right. Oh, yeah, we are. We're kind of missing a huge building over there. So I'm going to select everything on there. I'm going to hit Shift D. And then Mesh, Mirror, X Global. And then just like really just shuffle that over there. Cool. And then Alt D. Stick that on there. There you go. And that solves the issue that we were having. Cool. And then that should go bang. So let's just see what that looks like rendered really quickly. Yeah, and then that would just kind of go bang. I mean, it kind of does look a bit like a video game cinematic, but I mean, I reckon it's these buildings that are throwing everyone off, well, throwing me off. I mean, what if we just had like a wireframe modifier over it? Maybe? I don't know. Right, okay, right, what I need to get now is I need to go over to Safari, and I need to rip something from YouTube. Here's a tutorial if you want to learn how to steal from YouTube. You go to youtube.com, then you go to, explosion, black, oh wait, hang on, let's think, what's the best way to do this? Explosion, green screen, probably, green screen, okay, jeez, right, I want like a Change Your Life by Julio Castel. Yeah, what's that one gonna look like? Yeah. Okay. Cool, I mean, bang. Yeah. No, that's horrible. We'll use this one, I think. Cool, let's go to YouTube, and then you go into the URL, you put in pi, and that brings up this really dodgy page here. Oh look, there's my live stream down there. Here we go. This isn't dodgy. It kind of is, but I'm accepting their terms of service, so it's okay. Then you give it a minute to load, and 360p. Jeez. Okay, right, whatever. It will only be viewed at a distance, and then that downloads. There you go. Cool. And then we no longer need that, so we can just hit that, and we can just drag that into there. Cool. Clean up by kind. Right, and then we're going to go into Blender, and we are going to go over to File, New, General, go over to Compositing, and we are going to just key out that green really quickly, because obviously we don't want the green there, so we're going to hit Shift A, movie clip, there you go, and then just put that right into the composite, and then hit Control Shift and click so that we can view it, and we can't see anything because we haven't actually loaded in our footage. So let's go over to Assets, and there it is. So let's do that, and there you go. And you can zoom in with V. No, you can't with Alt V. It is super unintuitive, but it's okay. And then there you go. So then we're going to add Shift A and then search in keying, put that into there, and then that. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the green color here, and there you go. We've got a cute little. It's actually a really good key. It's actually really good. Let's just probably feather that just a little bit, just because I don't want it looking too harsh. And then just go in here, and then alpha convert, which will just make everything look a little bit better. There you go. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we are going to just make sure that that matches. I think that was at 30 FPS. Output into assets, and then explosion pre-keyed. Cool. RGBA. That's nice because that's going to be transparent. Cool. And then how long is that? 115. Okay, cool. And then we are going to hit render animation, and that is going to render out the frames. There you go. And it's just really stupidly small card, but it's okay. So that's rendering that as a PNG sequence. Cool, and that's all done. We can go back over to our cargo and kablam. Yeah, don't save the changes. Cool. And then what we... Oh, let's hide the haze cube. Yeah, look at that camera. Look how stupid that looks. Okay, cool. Right, then we can go into import images as planes. Explosion pre-keyed. Select that. And then A. Animate image sequence, because it is a... like a video, if you know what I mean. If we go over to material preview, we should be able to see it. There it is. Our super low res explosion. Cool. Then, why's that got a key? Whoa! Actually, that's not bad looking. Cool. And then let's go over here to our shader editor. Let's just convert that, switch that over to render view mode, and we are going to plug that into the emission as well. So let's just plug that over into, oh right, okay, into emission like that, and up the strength. There we go. And that should be clipping out because it should be super overexposed. I mean, actually, yeah, like that. Okay, cool. Right, and then let's just mix in a bit of blue because the scene is a bit blue. Just do a bit of kind of like color matching. What did I plug that into? Okay. There you go, cool, and then plug that also into the color of the emission. Alright, go to multiply, and then dial in just a little bit of blue. Like that. Cool. Yeah. And then I reckon we just need to desaturate that. So if we go plug that into there, and then plug that into there as well, and just, you know, really dial down that saturation. No, dial down. Okay, right. That looks fine. Okay, cool. So then what we can do is we can scale that down and just place that right on top of our car. So we are going to do that so it matches, and then right, where's our car? Cool, like that. And we're just gonna put that right. Yeah, okay, so put that roughly there, move that back to somewhere like there. Cool. Might just go into material preview for this because it'll make it a bit easier. Cool. Move that down, across. Oh right, yeah, because we are going across normals. Okay, cool. So something like that. Maybe if we just do that. Okay, that looks a little bit terrible. Cool. Okay, I thought we could just have the car flying. So bam. Okay, right. Offset. Okay. Yeah, which means that it should go. Okay, alright. Right, so this one, insert keyframe, and then here, scale that all the way down. Like, all the way down. Like, keep going until it's nothing. Yeah, okay. Cool, that works, kind of. Rendered view. Does it work? It would work if we had a bit of light. So, let's go cursor to selected, and then, insert a point lamp, and just move that down. Cool, radius of the radius, and then set the color, and then yeah, that is lighten up the room. Yeah, okay, cool. So just something like that. Yes, okay, cool. So then what we can do is we need to keyframe that, probably. So if we hit, okay, right, if we go to the peak of the explosion, so kind of like we'll go there, add a keyframe, and then set that to 0, add another keyframe, means that, yeah, then as it gets bigger, there you go, yeah, there you go, cool, and that works. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, that definitely works. Cool. Alright, awesome. So then what we can do is we can also add a nice little kind of like a shockwave kind of thing. Oh no, I know what we can do. We can add a add a sphere. So let's go cursor to selected, add a mesh, a UV sphere, and just go like that. Cool. Right, go rendered, so we can see what we're doing a little bit. Right, now this sphere is going to be the key to everything. This will act as kind of like the shockwave. Actually, if I go into rendered, preview, no, what's it called? Material preview. Like that, so that starts going kablam around about there. But if I go to like there, so I can actually see what this is doing, I do like that, and then if I go into shader editor, and then heat wave dispersion, so feeling a bit fancy, cool, and then just add in a refraction, BSDF, cool, and then plug that into the surface. Shade smooth by angle, cool, and then turn. Right, you know what, we probably need to go into rendered view to see what we're doing for this. And that is going to take ages to calculate because of the refraction. So let's turn that right the way down. Right, I can't remember how you do that. How do you do that? I can't remember. I'll figure out how that is done. Just like it turns into Akira. Okay, right. Anyway, that's probably a great place to stop the stream. Because, you know, we've got to a point where I need to figure out something, and I'm not going to obviously research on the stream. But also, I'm getting incredibly hungry. Because it's lunchtime. If you tuned in, thank you. And if you didn't, if you're watching this on replay, ignore anything that goes wrong. Yeah, well, thanks for joining, I suppose. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here at some other points when you least expect it. Yeah. Anyway, bye.